Very well.
No, 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 no. Why are you slow? Right, she's a capable wand user now. Because we have a new weapon and a new armor, that's why she's... the cloak is worthless no matter how you look at it. Non-detection, at least in some cases, used to work in a way where you could protect your invisibility to a certain extent, but it certainly doesn't work that way now. I think it's more useful in Baldur's Gate 1. In 2, the pressure detection spells override non-detection. The cloak might still be useful. It's can't dispel item enchantment. It might be useful for a stealth rogue, basically. It wouldn't wipe out the stealth constantly. But if you have a spell plus non-detection combination, basically if you're any kind of mage, you would be much better to protect your invisibility spell with a spell immunity. I need to escape Saradush and make my way to Yagashura's home in the Marching Mountains.
Get down, everyone!
Please don't do that. The wand is only useful if we use it with the simulacrum.
What would you have me do?
Get down, everyone!
These are weaklings. They're spellcasters, they are trouble, but the rest are weaklings.
Ready for anything. Happy to help. To try to help, anyway.
I will listen for now.
I'm not gonna pick up magical weapons if they're just... We're basically taking them just for money. I'm not picking them up anymore. Yeah, merchant here.
I look forward to it.
Oh, look! It's Jerome. Thanks, Jerome. Let's see what Talana has to say.
Did you just receive a message from that bird?
That bird has a name. It's Jerome. As you should know by now. Why are you looking all confused? I'm really into birds. Beaks, feathers, beady eyes. I love that stuff. And hey, don't you remember that mechanical bird I gave you? It's true that Jerome doesn't come around that much. But surely you've seen Anton. The falcon?
No. I know you are a self-absorbed ballspawn, but how can you take such little interest in other people's lives?
Other people make it easy. No. I'm interested now. When did you start employing avian messengers?
As an intelligent woman gaining experience in the world, I thought I'd develop my proficiencies with certain things. For personal enrichment, you know?
I'm not good with weapons, so I thought I'd work on my, well, non-weapon oriented talent, which meant bird training, pottery, or dancing.
I see. What made you decide to go with birds?
Pottery and wild magic seemed like a bad combination. Also, pots are pretty boring in general.
What about dancing?
Oh, I'm already an amazing dancer.
Yeah, I'm sure. What news did Jerome bring?
Let me see. It's it's a warning.
It's Vicross, the Order of Eight Staves leader, is in Tethir, not far from Weldad. She says, the Order has gotten very good at tracking mages. Just a wild surge within a certain proximity to them will attract their attention.
How are things going otherwise? The ball spawn is very handsome, and after what you told me in your last letter, I think you have a... Oh, hell. Did I just read that out loud?
You did. Why don't you keep going?
Absolutely not! I'm sure she's talking about one of the other ball spawn. If I could take out the Order's leader, it would crumble.
Perhaps, perhaps not. What are you suggesting?
There's a clearing west of the Wheeldath and north of Saradush, pretty close to where the Red Wizards might be.
Go on.
Anyway, if we headed there, and I used my wild magic, we could draw their attention. They're so used to setting up ambushes. It'd be great to ambush them for a change.
A solid plan. We'll head there soon. I'd rather take... My reasoning to do this would be that I'd rather take them on when we are ready for it instead of waiting around and risk them basically jumping on us at a time when we are not prepared and we're weak and vulnerable. So I think we should take initiative on
Do you
this.
have a problem? I will enjoy this.
All my stuff is authentic. Really,
Okay.
it is.
My reputation went up again. Shit. I need to lower it somehow a little bit. I'd like to avoid just outright murdering someone, but we're quickly running out of options. 5+3 ammunition for Neera. She's sort of running out soon anyway. Obsidian Ironstone. Constitution +1. Could be very useful for someone. I'll buy another Rod of Resurrection. Right. Single rod is nice, but it's good to have backup. Melas can't be the user. Melas can resurrect through spells. I think Rasad would be a good choice. He has a huge amount of inventory space. He's also very hard to take down with simple spells. Clearing. We probably should clear this area entirely. Should we though? I'd admit it just has some fights. Is there a way for me to lower my
I will take
reputation?
care of this.
I don't think at the moment there really is. Here we would have giants. Right. They're gonna be a gigantic pain in the ass.
Yes?
Can you be dominated?
What'll it be?
Possibly. It's not really important right now. What I want to see is what critical strikes this does to you. Right.
You are going
He still can't
somewhere
tank
you do
for
not
shit,
want to be.
but
I'm
the
ready.
killing power is respectable at
Yes.
least.
Hmm.
What would you have me do?
Wilson has the worst armor
It will
class
be done.
in the group, pretty much. At least with the ones who actually might do some fighting at some point. We're not getting all that much out of the fighters either.
Ready for anything.
Right.
I will listen for now.
I'll send you to the abyss. I'll see you in the ground.
Falling.
Easily.
Mage. Cleric. Cleric and a mage.
Mind your a waste of my talents.
What's
But
gonna
so be it.
Interrupt him quickly,
You have a problem?
and he's pretty much dead.
You are a slippery one.
Ooh, summon monsters one. Haven't seen those in a
Very
while.
Get down, everyone! I
Pay for
command
your sins.
pure chaos! Kinda.
Good for cannon fodder.
Happy to have
Not
that's it.
much use
You
for
were lucky
good
then,
for anything
but
else.
luck runs out. You are going
But
somewhere. You were
Against
lucky then,
tough
but luck
bosses, it
runs
could
out.
easily buy us a couple of rounds. Time we need for to get our shit together in a fight. Right, mostly we're interested in healing potions and just plain gold. Four charges, not too bad.
I look forward to it.
What are those? Gashura officers. Animating dead. Have a cleric. Cleric is probably the most
I'll
dangerous.
send you to the abyss.
Then the officers.
I'm ready,
Yeah,
fine.
this is getting a little bit too populated for my taste.
Yes.
Stand against me.
Yes?
What would you have me do?
The
What'll it
giant.
be?
Giant can actually do a decent amount of damage. The rest of the gang
You
cannot
are a
really.
slippery one.
I will listen for now.
Right. At least we got a decent amount of the better healing potions out of this. Maybe split these a little bit.
Let me help you.
Mind your I am Dornil Khan. I do what I will. You do
A
not
good,
need
easy
me.
way to deal with the giants.
Hmm.
Wondering if they're vulnerable to
Sure.
domination.
Ready for anything.
We could just simulacrum our way out of these
You have a
encounters
problem?
with the giants.
Very well.
Okay, he's attacking
I
door.
need something to punch or kick.
Um,
You are going somewhere you do
Happy
not
to help.
know. I look forward
To
to
try
it.
to help anyway.
yeah. There's no saving throw against this. And
Ready for
we
anything.
have 21 charges per simulacrum.
Yes, I will enjoy this.
Duration is 12 hours per charm, so it's not gonna run out either.
I see you in the crowd.
Okay. I think that's all the worthwhile things we could take from this place. I think we're going for the ambush first. Try to get that out of the way.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Is there something you seek?
We bring you a message from Mount Deepstone, Rasad in Bashir.
You truly are amazing, Melas. Wherever you go, you find new friends.
Satyrs, monks, sorcerer. Yes.
What would you have me do?
What would you have me do?
Right.
What do you want?
Need you to disrupt the sorcerer if you have the
Fall
ability.
and stay fallen.
I need you to kill that
I
fucker
will listen.
immediately.
For now.
I'm ready.
Who are you, Crusader? If we do some damage, just damage would be fine. A bit risky to do this, but there we go.
Mind your toe.
What exactly happened? Duration halved. Yeah, that isn't gonna do shit. Monks are not easy to take down quickly.
Yes, I suppose.
Fuck. That's right.
You have a problem?
What'll it be?
Actually, I still need you to raise it from the dead.
You are a slippery one.
You are going somewhere you do not know.
This might put you to the abyss.
You lost all your gear, of course. as is tradition. We get a couple of extra ones here. It doesn't look like anything special though.
These assassins were clearly here to kill me. Aragog won't be satisfied with the last of my order is dead.
Well, you or Allergoth, Assad. One of you's got to go.
I know this all too well.
Check their fallen bodies. You may yet find some clues as to his location. Yeah, because that's what you want to do with your assassins. Make sure they are carrying the clues so you can be tracked down. This tattered map seems to depict the location of a dwarven clan hold. I would never in a million years believe this is not a trap.
Can we lose some of this trash? I can't carry anymore.
At the same time, we don't really have a clue of their whereabouts at all at the moment. So it's either go there and find out something new or abandon the whole thing.
Yes. I will take care of this.
The oddly
You
familiar
are
looking
lucky.
map.
That's right. Very good.
Let's take a scouting trip
This is the
first.
spot. Alright, I'll cast Reckless Dreamer. We'll rest, and then we'll see who comes along. I have Reckless Dreamer memorized, don't I? If I don't, I guess we'll just have to take a couple naps.
Please don't cast anything right now.
What would you have? It will be done.
Fear not, if that is
No.
what you want.
We have no reason to expect an ambush though, because we don't know. There's no information
will
about
visit
anyone
you.
being here.
That's
This
the
is
best
all
setting.
about a trap.
Mind your tone.
I am ready.
Din din din. The traps might survive over a resting period. I'm not actually sure.
Someone's getting an unpleasant surprise. What would you have me do? I am ready. Someone's getting an unpleasant surprise.
There isn't a lot of area here that
You
we
are
can
lucky I'm here.
use, so just spread them about.
Someone's getting an unpleasant surprise.
So no matter who appears here,
Someone's getting
they're
an
gonna have a
unpleasant
bad time.
surprise. What would you have me do? Someone's getting an unpleasant surprise. Very good.
Can you even stealth?
Fear not. I'm watching your back. I can do that.
You have a waste of my talents. But so be it.
That's a reckless swimmer then.
That should do it. Let's set up camp. But remember, the Red Wizards could show up at any moment. Ready for anything.
heard you were in Tethir with the ball spawn. And here you are. It's such a pleasure to put a face to the name. When I sensed your magic, I thought to myself, that has to be her.
You? You're Vicross?
You were expecting...
Someone more imperious, I guess. You know, seize the elf and kill her friends.
I thought you were a half-elf.
I am, but your servants always get it wrong.
And then you kill them.
Yeah, I hate to interrupt, but I'm sure there's only one way this can go.
Obviously, you want to put an end to the Order of 8 Staves. That will not happen.
I put everything I am into the order. Sacrificed, well, everything for it. I am an old Thork. Do you know what that means?
No, but I suspect you're going to tell us.
It means I am somebody. I created the Order of 8 Staves to keep it that way.
I don't understand. How can killing wild mages help you? Gods, why am I even talking to you? My magic isn't working. How did you...
The brains of wild mages hold a lot of secrets.
We don't need wild magic to defeat you, Vicross.
We'll see about that.
We will see indeed. Badly injured. A couple of guys are dead. Their frontline knights basically got killed. They have some fighters and all the wizards are doing fine.
I shall do what is required.
Happy to help. To try to help anyway.
Yeah, this is not good though. Let's see if you can get improved alacrity off.
We will take
We'll have
action
to
soon,
rush
very
them a
well.
little bit.
That's the best you can manage?
See if we can do something with them. Be able to dominate frontline fighter there. Don't know what you would be doing. You probably should get the backline fighters. So I'll go with the Nature's Beauty maybe. I'll get a Creeping Doom in there. That's a lot of interruptions.
You are going
Mr.
somewhere
Bear
you do
needs to
not
attack,
want to
so
be.
does Mr. Dorn.
Very well. Yes.
Okay, they're archers. Yeah, well, they don't really have frontline fighters.
What can I do?
What would you have me do?
Let me help you.
Oh no! I've lost my spell!
Yeah,
I'm
forgot about
ready.
that. Don't want to use my wands either, though.
Yes?
They try to contribute something. I'm gonna just keep spamming Creeping Doom. As long as they keep themselves... they're basically not getting the Spirit Shaman. We can disable their spellcasting pretty
I
effectively
will
too.
listen. Mind your tone. You have a problem.
Yeah, sort of.
You are a slippery one.
Slippery one
You are
indeed.
going somewhere you do not want.
I don't care about the mages because the Creeping Dooms will do bad things to them. Any more Creeping Doom? be shy.
Yes.
What'll it be?
There's two of them now here. Flipping dooms.
I need something to punch with.
It's pretty bad being a spellcaster in this segment.
What would you have me do?
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Taste my foot!
Blast it.
Curse it!
It's not gonna work. Get down, everyone!
Then I'll try something
Get
different.
down, everyone! Something happened. I can use my magic again.
Hey, Vicross is trying to get away.
Oh shit.
Wait, Neera and the ball spawn in Creador?
How did you follow me?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was your wild surge that did it. Fraud, coward, killer of your own kind. Come on, let's get her.
I swear we will, Neera, but we found ourselves in the thick of yet another battle.
Not today, you manic pink-haired pixie.
Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, was Vicross, Autarch of Creador. It's not every day an Autarch graces us with her presence, nor does she usually introduce fresh combatants to an ongoing battle before vanishing into thin air. But we are honored, we are flattered, we are ready to see their blood. Thank you, Autarch Vicross. What an exciting, thoroughly unpredictable happenstance. You never know what you're going to see when you come to Denethon's Coliseum, ladies and gentlemen. One day it's an Autarch, the next it could be a dragon or even a god.
Bokhiln the Vast. When I heard we'd be fighting snake people, I expected a trick or two, but not this. Hold on a moment. I recognize that one. It's a lot of Yanti.
That half-orc sneers, and the arena shudders. You dare not look, you dare not look away. There stands a blackguard before us.
Lost all our defenses, but our spells got more, well, not fully re-established though. We're in a very good position. What are you? Yanti elites. They should still be okay fighters, even though we have been beyond them for a long time now. I'm mostly worried about the mages.
Should do what is required.
As you wish.
You have a
Defend
problem.
our main guy for a while, then gas.
Right?
Prasad got a level up. I should raise the monk now because he gets natural defenses when he levels up and more damage. Additional weapon proficiency. Short sword or dagger. Short sword, I guess. Doesn't really make much of a difference anymore. I think we were going with critical hits. Not sure if that's a good idea. Because we can't haste a monk, so the greater whirlwind will also work. Harden certainly wouldn't hurt. One round for every 2 levels to warrior, so it'll last through a fight. 40% drop in physical damage. Monk doesn't have a huge amount of hit points anyway. And I'd like every one of the warriors to have at least 1 hardness, because you never know who's going to be the one the enemy is going to concentrate on. Does not stack with defensive stance. What is defensive stance? Is that a... I have no idea. Who damages X-Hat? Anti-elites, right?
I am ready.
Sort of what I thought. The spell didn't work because we got interrupted. Well,
Ready for anything.
What would you have me do? Easy enough.
cast domination ability. Go for a greater Yanti. Okay, are you doing something?
You are lucky I'm there.
Are you doing something?
Happy to help. I'll do it.
Behold! Yes.
I've been able to get some interruption going.
Surge free.
That is what
Yes?
that's the best you can manage.
Okay, is someone actually fighting in this arena now? It sort of seems like no one's doing anything on my side. A dead spell, this should get rid of that weaker pieces of crap.
Let me help you. I fear I am done. Gamas, my brother.
I will listen for now.
Greater Yanti or Yanti Elite actually do a decent amount of damage. More importantly, they hit. Yanti Elite, Yanti Elite, Yanti Elite, Yanti Elite. Yeah, I definitely underestimated them. There's no one left to resurrect shit anymore.
Mind your tone. Take darkness, fool! You have a problem? You are going somewhere you do not know.
Bear's dead. No way it'll escape.
Ready for anything. No! They can't get away with this.
Get away with what?
Yes.
Victory? Unclear. Destruction? Certain.
I hope you brought your wooden stakes.
Oh, for the love of front cake. Wasn't even close, was it?
To stop Thornhill Khan.
Happy to help. So easy, you could almost do it yourself.
What would you have me do?
What would you have me do?
You are lucky I'm here.
My lucky then.
Wait a moment. Do my eyes deceive me? Could it be? You know the tales. You've heard the rumors. They were the short-lived hero of Baldur's Gate, the victors of the Dragon Spear Crusade, and the saviors of Saldavesalar. It's Gorian's
That's
Ward!
What the fuck happened? Didn't get a simulacrum, did I? I so hate Neera. Not her as a person, but the fucking useless piece of shit wild mage she is. Probably should just buy scrolls for the vital things I'd like to do, so I don't have to rely on her spellcasting.
Enough. I'm watching your back.
I will listen. For now.
Time for you to die. And you.
I am Thornhill Khan. I do
That's the
as
best
I
you can
will.
manage?
You do not give me orders.
Let's do it this way then.
Mind your tone.
I'm a
very
decoy. Doing full heals on everyone with the simulacrum.
I need something to punch or kick. Each new item restricts my movement further. I can carry no more.
If you hadn't died, I wouldn't have to do this, but since you did, shut the fuck up. You had immunity from hostile magic. This doesn't have the survivability against physical attacks, really. So we're now in the more bare territory still. Can keep the normal ammunition. Right. Don't look so bad anymore.
I am ready.
You have a
We'll
problem.
kick ass at this point.
What would you have me do?
You are going somewhere.
The battle is won! Victory goes to the fallen hero of Baldur's Gate and their party! Fighters, report to the staging area immediately!
I look forward to it.
A little bit of a setback. Basically got here unbuffed, and I definitely underestimated the Yanti elites. They actually hit with their strikes. That's something that usually doesn't happen with these armor classes. Oh, fuck me. Okay, I'm taking the... Oh, do I even want the Fallen Diva? I think it's a sort of a cleric. so I don't think I would like to take it even if I could. Or Greater Whirlwind might be nice, but hardiness would also suffice. I think armor class isn't anything special. I think at certain point in the game, Thorn Ball, you basically can't tank through armor class all that effectively anyway.
Still suspicious, Rasad. Don't you think if I wanted your blood, I'd have taken it by now?
Perhaps you are just biding your time, waiting for the right moment to strike.
Rest easy. I would never partake of a friend of Melas the Vulture. At least, not uninvited. It would be discourteous.
Courtesy is not something I'd expect from a vampire.
It is, however, something I'd expect from a Selûnite monk. Expectations are such slippery things, aren't they?
Okay, what exactly do I need to do next? Like, literally, what exactly can I do? Seems to be a something. That's supposed to be a door. Might as well get the basic buffs going now.
Yes.
This is a good reason to maintain some sequencers. Doesn't have to be contingencies, but something that you can throw in the fray at a moment's notice. I don't think we have the luxury of resting here, so...
I will take care of this.
I'm not going to have to fight against everything here, or what? Oop, merch.
Good. There you are.
Sas Tom.
Greetings. I am Sas Tam. No need to introduce yourselves. Though I am the Zulkir of necromancy, not divination, I know a thing or two. And now that I've seen Vicross's wild magic, I know a thing or two more.
Yeah, Sas Tam is another famous person. Not something we don't want to pick this fight. Right, the pleasure to meet you. Where's the announcer?
We are off to a good start. Politeness goes a long way with me. As for Denethor, his part in this is over. I told him to direct you here.
Pardon, then. You mentioned Vicross. Do you know her? We need to find her.
It is of Vicross that I would like to speak. It appears you and I have something in common, half-elf.
I'm guessing it's not the basis for a lasting friendship?
Quite right. I discovered long ago that hatred is an unstable foundation for most human attachments. Luckily, I stopped being human soon after. Hatred is, however, reason enough for alliances of convenience. You and I both want Vicross dead, Neera. And you are my chosen instrument of her destruction.
Why not kill her yourself? You seem more than capable.
I cannot act openly against her. She was appointed by a rival of mine, Asnar Thrall, the Zulkir of Evocation.
Vicross cannot hide her wild magic now, but if she remains alive, Thrall still has a chance to distance himself from her. I would see her destroyed, and I would see him shamed.
If she dies soon, and she will, Asnar Thrall cannot disown her so easily. it will appear he harbored a wild mage.
His reputation will suffer, and I will attempt to frame the event so it appears that he had her murdered, so their relationship could not be scrutinized.
But I am a civilized man, so I give you the freedom to choose. You may do this thing, or be tortured and executed.
You're too kind. Given the options, I'll do as you wish.
Excellent. Return to me soon, and I will teleport you into Vicross's estate.
Find her, kill her, and ring the bell of summoning in her chambers to signal your success. I will appear and teleport you back to Tether.
In the meantime, take advantage of the merchants here. Make sure to rest, too. You will be unable to do so once inside the estate.
We basically should choose our simulacrums carefully. You wouldn't happen to have simulacrum scrolls, do you? 3. Right. But if we get the chance to rest, we might as well put in triggers, spells, triggers, and contingencies. Shape change might not be a horrible idea. Uh, Although if we need magical immunity, I'll just use him. I guess the game just wants to make sure you actually have the means to complete this no matter what choices you've made previously.
How may I help you?
Okay. Maybe strength potions. Strength 24 for 2 hours. I don't think we're too short on those either. I want heroism potions. Okay, let's see what choices we can make. Might as well stick contingencies in here. We need still a little bit of a plan what we're gonna do with these. I'm gonna go with a lot of instant death. It probably won't take down some of the mages, depending on what they do, but it might be enough to clear things from the trash. Okay, 6 level or lower. Death fog type of spell might be good. I want offensive casting. Because no one can really do much if 3 death fogs are on top of an area. Also kill summon creatures. What about contingency? Yeah, contingency in there too. We're going with horrid wiltings on the chain contingency. Sequencer has level 4 or lower. Next, I think we can go with something simple like stone skin. One more area of effect would be nice. Maybe something as simple as slow even. Yeah, I think we're just fine. Okay, where's the inn? One polymorph.
The fair folk rarely have time for small talk.
So they really want to make sure you're equipped here. Shield would be better than what we have. Now if I can just rest, I'll think I'll leave
I
things
need a
there.
swig of some strong dwarven ale.
More or less just looking through the selection, I'm more or less happy with what we've got. Right, it's basically just make sure you have everything ready.
Wandering round here.
Yes?
Yeah, I'll set up the sequencers and that's pretty much it. Here's enemy. When we see it, I don't care too much. Or when we get hit, that's something I can make sure that happens. Let's just go with see enemy. Ooh, 6 level spell. I suppose when we get hit, protection by stone skin, sure, why not? Hopefully we can rest again. Oh, power word blindness, please. Finger of Death. Not a big fan of the death spells in, I mean death fog spell in general. We'll take other things. And we have contingency, right? No.
What would you have me? It will be done.
Times are coming already.
Yeah. I think we're ready.